Welcome to Living 757. Y'all, I have to knock on wood when I say this, but spring has sprung, and I feel like the temperatures are going to remain warm.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I don't
So
know
ready for summer.
You know Virginia weather likes to do this whole moody thing
Right.
where it's like,
I
oh, I'm
know.
going to give you perfect weather. Oh, I'm going to freeze you to death. Oh, it's going to be 80. Tomorrow it might snow.
Right.
But,
And I think it's the only state that you can experience 70 degrees one day and next 45.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but it makes my sinuses go crazy.
Yeah, it definitely does. And then, at the same time, I mean, it's you hear the chirping of the birds and
You
know,
do.
all types of things.
You do. When you hear the chirping of the birds in my house, that means it's time to head to wherever we get our plants. Sometimes we have to go to multiple places, and we get everything ready for our garden. We're going to grow several kinds of tomatoes, some spicy peppers, some not so spicy peppers, watermelon, cucumbers, strawberry, a bunch of herbs.
Yummy.
And we're excited.
Yeah.
I love it. Like having fresh fruit and veggies out of the garden
Can I
all
go
summer.
shop at your garden?
Right,
All
yeah.
around?
Forget going to a grocery store. Go over here
Yes.
to Ashley, to the Snyder's. That's
Hold
what
up.
y'all store should be called, the Snyder's.
Hold up, whoa there. Okay, it's not an open invitation. Y'all people that I know can come. If any strangers show up at my house,
You're gonna
just
let
don't
them
show up
get,
at my house, okay?
You're gonna let them get some eggs, and then at the same time,
I will
Okay,
release
I'm only
the
for fresh
Ziggy.
eggs and
Right,
tomatoes.
right. Well, I'm sure you'll be well dressed for selling people groceries at your house.
And speaking of dresses, Quincy,
Girl, don't ask
I'm
me.
working
No,
on
you
my
show up at my
closet
house, I'm probably gonna be in a
this
robe.
past weekend, fixing all my stuff for
Pajamas.
winter time.
Hold up. So, because now that wintertime is done, you gotta do
Well,
what now?
what I do is basically I move the winter stuff that I have to the other side of the closet, and I just put all the summer stuff like a
Time
very
out.
handy.
Time out.
Yes, because I have a big closet, so I have dresses, pants. So now I'm moving basically the winter stuff to the other side of the closet.
You have an other side of the closet.
Yes,
Okay.
it's big.
Hold up. I gotta ask. Does Keith have another side of the same closet that you occupy? I mean, I know that she's single, but does Keith?
Exactly, the closet is all mine because I'm single.
Because of our job, I have to have a lot of clothes and shoes. And I have the closet in the master, and Keith has a smaller closet
In the garage.
in the guest room.
You put
Most
that
of
man
the
in the
time,
garage.
In the
most of
guest
the time,
room.
Quincy, you guys have like a one line.
Yes.
That's
yes.
why you all the.
It's such a okay. So for me, I know like my wife has in our closet where I occupy 2%. So I got all of my shirts on one hanger. So I got like maybe like
What do you mean
7
one
hangers.
hanger?
I got 7 hangers, but 32 shirts. So you do the math. I'm putting multiple shirts on one hanger.
How do you do that?
What do you mean how I do it? I have to.
You
I
put-
have no choice. She basically said, "This is all me," and this little
this
space,
line-
this
this
space
tiny
is
line
yours.
is
And so I just got to
Just
live
feel
with
lucky
it.
that she didn't kick you out to the closet in your office,
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
because that's where Keith's stuff is.
I'm just lucky that we get a chance to maybe potentially participate in our very last Girl Scout cookie selling season. I am sick and tired of having to sell these cookies because for our daughter, it's not our daughter, it's not the girls that's out there selling Girl Scout cookies. They should call it Parent Scout cookies because that's exactly what is happening. Parents are doing all the work.
Yes.
The kids can't drive to the front of the store and set up. No, the parents got to drive.
They
The parents
need
got
to
to have a
an app,
cash
yes.
app.
And I agree with you because I've been there before, and yes, you have to help them, and it's a lot of work for
You've been there
parents.
before. How?
With my kids and friends, I'll help them.
Okay,
I
I'm
walk
about to say,
around.
I'm about to say, because you have sons. And
I
they
don't
was out
have
there
girls,
selling
but at my
Girl Scout-
sons, they have girls. And they say, like, Mommy, can you walk with us?
Okay,
in
so-
the neighborhood. So, yes, I did it for the friends.
But of course, these are the most irresistible cookies.
Exactly.
So if
And
you-
I'm going to show you how irresistible they are.
she's actually going to open
People
up.
or no.
Somebody's been eating them.
Exactly. They're being.
So clearly,
this. Close up.
these cookies did not make it. But this is just a minimal count of the 1 million cookies that have made it to the Hampton Roads area.
1 million?
1 million cookies.
Why are you being so stingy with your cookies?
One-
if there's
I
a
didn't say they
million
came
in
to
the
my
area?
house. I said 1 million cookies have made it to the North Carolina and
coffee,
Hampton Roads area. So you guys will catch these girls out there and you go buy some cookies.
Yes.
You're not allowed to quit Quincy, because you are my go-to cookie dealer.
You're right, I'm the cookie dealer.
Yeah, he's the
These are
cookie
the
man.
newest ones. This is your favorite, the Samoas.
Oh yeah, and I'm not even gonna open that box because it's embarrassing. I got it like 2 hours ago, and it's pretty much gone.
Right. And she has
These,
to show
though,
that, but those are the best.
Brownie
These one
inspired
I-
cookies with
We
caramel
share with
flavored
everyone.
cream
Yeah.
They're very
and a
delicious.
hint of sea salt.
Yeah, so definitely go out and
You
support the
had me
Girl
at
Scouts. They're doing
salty.
good things, and they'll earn a badge. I want my badge. Give me my badge for all the
You
work that I'm
deserve
doing.
Quincy
What
every
would your
year.
badge say?
You talk
My
about
badge
this.
says Parent of the Year for selling all these cookies. I want a badge. That's all I got to say. Let's move on. I'm sick of this.
And we're moving on.
Is she sick?
Wait, did y'all?
She's a dolphin
No,
now.
but seriously, did y'all hear about the dolphin that's stuck in Bennett's Creek in Virginia Beach?
Yes, I hear
No.
about it. It's a sad story, but
I
it
feel
just
like
sounds
it's a
funny.
sad story. There are all these people who go on their normal like boating trips and hikes, and they keep saying, "Oh my gosh, there's a dolphin in Bennett's Creek," and it's really weird to see dolphins in the creek because it's freshwater. Dolphins are
Right.
saltwater mammals, but the scientists who got involved said that the dolphin was bullied to the point where it doesn't want to leave the creek and go back to the ocean.
Oh, wow.
And
So
that's the
now-
sad part of the story. I feel like we
Yes.
all need to squat up and head out there with that dolphin and show those bullies what's up.
So, how do they determine that statement that he was bullied in the ocean and then he wants to stay there?
Because apparently he made a post on Facebook. That's I'm sure they have a Facebook account.
You know,
in
I don't,
Dolphin World.
I don't know exactly how they know. I would
Yes.
assume it's
That was
something
my
to
question
do with
when I
maybe
read about it.
markings or
Right.
something on the dolphin. I am not a marine biologist. I would just assume
Maybe he was
that.
afraid every time that he swims back to the ocean. He was so afraid. But anyways,
Yeah, well-
another thing that you guys cannot be afraid is an event that is coming to the Virginia Zoo. Yes, for the first time you can go. The only adult night at the Virginia Zoo. This is going to be April 15 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is the only evening that's going to be open. Trails and exhibits will be open late, and they will having drinks, DJ, and food trucks. And also, you can play games all night long. This event is just for 21 and up. It's not for younger kids.
What's
and
going
tickets
on?
are available to purchase at the door. And if you buy the tickets at the door, you can also participate on a raffle, and you can also buy them online at thevirginiazoo.org.
Adult night at the zoo.
Adult night at the
What
zoo.
is happening
For the
at the
first
zoo?
time,
Yeah.
guys. For the first time. Can you imagine going at night,
Yeah, I can
drinking a
imagine.
wine, and then you see
I'm just. All right. Well, you know what? That's happening on the. Would you say the 15th? So
The 15th.
before the 15th, on the 14th, the 15th, after you go to adult night of the zoo, or maybe before you go to adult night, it doesn't matter. And even on Sunday, the 16th, you can go to the Philadelphia Ballet. This is Swan Lake. This is a very brilliantly put together ballet. It's going to be at Chrysler Hall in Norfolk. And you can go to the site and you can get all the times that the show is going to be on. Now, this ballet has very vivid storytelling, gorgeous costumes, and also the dancers are drawn from the best ballet dancers in the world. So you will have an unforgettable experience watching ballet. Now, I've never done it, and you guys know how bad my feet are. So look at how she's posing right there. My feet would not be able to do
we'll
any of
never
that.
do that.
You know, most
Then.
people's feet
And we'll be
will
like these, your
actually
feet.
never do that. And them training their feet to do that, they get all bruised
Yeah.
and bloodied, and
Yeah.
ballerinas hurt their feet to
Yeah.
be that good.
So much respect to the
kudos.
ballet
Yes,
dancers out there.
yes.
And we are going to keep ourselves on our own toes around here. We got a great show ahead,
Yes, we do.
including get some tips from AAA.
And we also, if you are looking if you're on a hunt for a new job, we have a sweet spot for you to work.
And Patricia gets to try the goods at Scrimp Shack. But first, we are swerving around distractions on the road. See what I mean when we come back.
No, don't.
Welcome back to Living 757. Distracted driving causes over 1.6 million accidents a year. Did you know that?
I would imagine, yeah.
It's one of the fastest growing problems on the road today. And April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and here to tell us more about how to prevent distracted driving accidents is attorney David Ratz from Huffman and Huffman. Hey,
What's
How are
going
you?
on, David?
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I love the socks and the
yeah.
tie.
Yeah, this
Thank
guy
you.
has his sock game. Every time
Yeah.
you come on, the
Every
sock
time.
game.
I had to break out the Easter wardrobe, so
Nicely
Obviously.
done. Now I'm
Yes.
distracted. He got the great socks on, and I have absolutely none.
yeah.
He was distracted when he came to work, so he forgot his socks.
He didn't get the memo today, so apparently.
Yes. Well, we live in this world of busy, like why Quincy forgot his socks today.
Oh, boy.
In a world of busy when distractions are everywhere, what is the number one distraction for people who are driving and get into accidents?
Well, I think the biggest issue right now is texting and talking. You know, you take your eyes off off your driving for even 1 second, and something catastrophic can happen. So, that's the biggest issue. But, there's lots of different distractions.
Yeah.
It's not just texting or talking. I mean, there's fidgeting with the radio or eating, putting on makeup, or tending to kids in the car. That can be just as distracting.
I think I'm guilty of all of those.
Yeah. Hey, Quincy,
Q?
did you hear what the biggest issue was? Distracted or?
I didn't even know. I thought the camera was on him. I'm sorry. I had a text.
I mean, that's an example. I mean, just one split second and your mind is distracted. And of course, if Quincy was driving, he probably would have just rear-ended somebody. So.
Yeah, been there, done that, and it wasn't a good feeling.
And
it
now we have an
wasn't-
admission. So
Right,
there we go.
right. And it wasn't because I was texting, but like my cord of my earplugs got hung up on something, and I looked down for a brief second, and I hit somebody from behind. So, like quick distractions can really kind of take you out. Now, what typically gets, or who typically gets in more accidents? Would you say, like what group of people?
Well, the biggest group is really drivers that are under 20. That's the biggest group of, biggest proportion of distracted driving related accidents.
Yeah.
But it is also the biggest group as far as distracted driving fatalities.
Wow.
So, that's dire consequences. Now, a little point is most people would think that's because of cell phones nowadays. But believe it or not, the biggest cause of distracted driving for teens is actually other teens in the car.
That makes absolute sense. Yeah, just
Yeah,
because
it
it's
does.
like, hey, put it on this channel, put it on this channel. I got you. Yeah.
So on that note, other than telling your teens they can't drive with anybody else in the car, what are some good ways to reduce these distracted driving accidents?
Well, one note as far as teens driving in the car, the law doesn't allow, if they just got their license for the first year,
Oh, yeah.
they can't even have another teen in the car. I know there's some exceptions to that, family members, things like that, but even after that first year, they can have up to 3, but again, there's certain exceptions that they have to follow. But as far as other things they can do, as far as setting your mirrors and adjusting things, do that before you start driving.
Yep.
If you have to eat something, pull over, stop, grab something quick to eat, or eat something before you leave, or eat something after you go somewhere.
Right.
If you have kids in the car, have things that they can easily access,
Right.
so you don't have to be passing things over the seat or reaching over, and of course you jerk the wheel or
Wow.
whatever. So
Wow, times have
there.
changed since when I was younger, when your mother could or your parents could be driving and they could take care of something in the back seat and do that and still keep straight. Now, in the off chance that there is an unfortunate accident, who should people call? And
Well,
why?
Well, absolutely. If you get in an accident for any reason and you're injured and it's, of course, somebody else's fault, then what you want to do is certainly get some counsel, get some advice. And the
Okay.
best person to do that is a personal injury attorney. So,
You guys.
absolutely. And I would highly recommend the firm of Huffman and Huffman, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we would there's no fee for that consultation. We don't charge you for that. I mean, what better thing to do than ask for advice right up front and as soon as possible?
Right.
soon as possible.
And who better in this area to call than the firm who has been around for 50 years with a proven track record?
And happy anniversary to you
Yeah.
guys. I mean,
Thank
I
you.
gotta,
Well, I haven't been there 50 years,
Yeah.
thank goodness. But
No, you definitely don't look old enough to have been there the whole time.
yeah, no,
but-
happy anniversary,
yes.
and that just means that you guys have been, helping Hampton Roads with injuries for a long time, and you guys are continuing to do it, and we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
So much.
Thank you for having us.
Brothers-in-law.
Huffman and Huffman.
There we
Hey,
go.
there you go.
Absolutely.
New. Hey, thanks again, David, for being a part of the show today and letting us know about Distracted Drive.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for
Thank you
joining
guys.
No problem. Now, it's easy to be distracted when you are driving through Hampton Roads and you pass by the Script Shack in any of their many locations. In fact, let's see which location on the peninsula caught Patricia's eyes.
Hey guys, today I'm here at Scream Shack and I left the studio to release all the tension from work while I enjoying tasty shrimp, fish, and chicken. Sounds good, right? Let's do this. Well, now I'm with Carmen Wood. She is the owner of Scream Shack here in Newport News. How are you, Carmen?
Good, how are you?
Super good. Thank you for having us today, and I'm so excited to try all the meals later on. So now, we want to know your story. How you become the owner of Scream Shack?
I was working at the commissary, and then my coworker went to lunch and came with a box of fish and
yummy.
shrimp. So I asked her, I said, where would you get this? Oh, it's the Scream Shack. You haven't heard about it? When my break, I went there and checked it out. And there's a long line. I finally see the owner and insisting that I want to have a Scream Shack. I want a franchise.
I love it. So now let's talk a little bit about the food because it's super delicious. What is the secret behind the scenes?
We prepared this,
Fresh.
everything fresh, made to order. We have catfish, whiting, tilapia, mahi, and flounder.
Carmen, what is your favorite meal here in the Scream Shack?
Of course, shrimp and crab po' boy.
Ooh, yummy.
Yes, and then if you want a fish, you can do a basket with whiting. Oh, I love that. With collard green and of course coleslaw.
Oh my God. But I can't skip the dessert. You
Oh.
were telling me that desserts are homemade.
Yes,
Oh my
yes. We have chocolate chip, coconut. We have our carrot cake, the nana pudding, strawberry shortcake.
Ooh. Well, Carmen, do you have anything different from the other restaurants for the franchise? Like anything that is making you special?
Fat combo.
Oh,
fat combo.
fat combo.
Yes, because you
I
can
love that word.
almost a half a pound of fish.
Okay. Wow.
You can have 4 shrimp, crab cake or scallop, and 4 oyster. And then you have 3 hash puppies and any choice of your side.
So that
Yes.
calls the fat
combo.
combo.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna
that
keep
was-
that one in mind.
Yeah, we weigh everything we cook. It says cat dinner basket up here, so it's gonna be 10.5 ounces.
10.5.
We weigh everything to make it fair. Doesn't matter how many pieces, long as the weight matches.
Okay, it has to be by the weight.
Yep.
This is our spicy shrimp,
Uh-huh.
and this is our chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Yes, and our most popular whiting sandwich.
So what we have here? Tacos,
That's a
shrimp
shrimp tacos with some mild po' boy sauce, and our popular shrimp crab meat po' boy with a po' boy sauce, the signature sauce.
So all secret ingredients.
All secret, yes,
ingredients,
yes.
right? So now everything is fried, of course, and fresh and fried. If I want something grilled, do I have that
We
option
have
as
grilled
well?
option as well, yes.
Well, Jamel, thank you so much for your time. I don't know what I'm gonna try first because everything looks so delicious, but I think I'm gonna start with the shrimp. As you can see, I was just thinking to try one thing and I tried it all. The food was so delicious. Thank you so much to Scream Shack for having me today. Now you guys have to try. Stop by and try the food because it's so delicious. Oh my gosh, I feel so full. How am I gonna get home now? Help!
You know, I hadn't tried catfish until Scrimp Shack, and I have to say, I love catfish.
Yes.
You get to
Same.
try a bunch of food there. What was your favorite thing that you tried?
I did. I like the Fat Boy platter. It has a combination of everything: scallop, fish, shrimp, and it's so delicious. It comes with vegetables in 2 sizes. And yeah, I think that was one of my favorite because the variety of the fish that I have on the plate. But everything was so yummy. And desserts, of course, that's my big thing.
Yeah,
Oh my
you got,
gosh.
you got a chance to eat the desserts, and
Yes.
I mean, you sat there with all that food. Now I know when we had them with the food truck, my very first time trying a po' boy.
Oh, the po'
I had
boy.
never tried that before, and when I tell you that thing was good, like now I'm hooked. You know,
Well, that's one of the favorite ones from the customers,
Yeah.
the po' boy, and it looks so yummy. For me, it's yes, just delicious. Someone of the comments he tried it. Yes, it is very delicious. If you never tried it before, you need to go to Scrimp Shack, and stop by because the food is, oh my gosh, you're gonna love it.
well,
Yes.
the food is great, and so is this show so far. In fact, we got to go to a commercial break, but on the way up, what do these two have in common that I feel pressured to get?
A lot of things we have in common.
It's right there
Quincy.
on your screen.
Well,
That's exactly.
Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a lot
We'll
of things
talk
in
about
common.
it after
yes.
the break.
Okay, let's get this straight.
This segment is brought to you by Invisible Fence brand of Hampton Roads. Complete solutions for every pet.
Welcome back to Living 757. I have to be honest, I have been the proud owner of a cat or two, as well as very friendly with some squirrels around my home. They have a place in my heart.
Cute.
Special place, huh?
You did not like those squirrels.
You are so right. I could not stand those squirrels because they were taking all the food I was trying to feed to the birds. However, they have a special place. But I've never been the owner of a dog. You two are proud owners. You have 2 dogs, which we've had. They made appearances on this show in year 1, Kevin and also Ziggy,
Yes.
right? And then
Yes.
you've got a dog that made an appearance in one of the packages that you did. The name
Yes.
is Arkiv.
Archive.
Right. So Arkiv, is that a South American name or it's an interesting name.
It is yes. Actually, we are looking right
Look at
there.
that. Look at-
Siggy.
And I'm holding. What
and
do I have on my
Kevin.
hand in that picture? I'm gonna get Melissa.
Oh, look at this.
She got some old school picture of me.
That
Wait,
was good.
I'm gonna get
That
you,
was
Melissa.
funny.
Well, actually, Archive is a story behind the
Okay.
name because when I got that puppy, my kids were little.
Yeah.
So I told Nico and Alex, can you please choose a name for our pet, our new, baby in the family? So they were fighting. The days passing by, it was 8 days, and we just called the little baby Poppy. It's like, okay, you guys need to come up with a solution.
Yeah.
So they have 2 names, different names, and I was like, they're not getting agree with which name we're gonna name the puppy. So I was like, well, this is what we're going to do. As a mom, I put the 2 names, cut it on the middle, and whatever come up with that name, that's the name of the puppy, and that's
Oh
what
my gosh.
Archive came up from that idea.
I'm so glad my parents didn't do that to me. I would have been named something like Buffet. Okay. So, but it's
But
cool.
it was a solution at that
Yes,
time because
yeah.
they were not agree with the name for Archive. So I was like, okay, I have the solution for
Great
you guys.
solution. Now, because pets and dogs are like children, and so that's how you also have to treat them. So y'all tell me, like what goes into things like like pets. I mean, not pets, but like taking them to the doctor. It's got to be different than a cat.
Oh my gosh. So Ziggy, my little 4-pound teacup Pomeranian, just had to go to the vet.
Oh wow.
She needed her teeth cleaned. Okay, seems pretty routine, right? It was supposed to be like a $200 to $300 bill,
Yeah.
and then they called me and they're like, it looks like we might have to remove a tooth, so it'll probably be more like $500-600.
Yeah.
They called me back after they did x-rays. There's Ziggy in her Halloween costume one year. And they said we have to remove 4 teeth, and
Oh, wow.
2 of them are really big. So they had to surgically remove them. So I had a nice $1,100 vet bill out of nowhere for her teeth to be cleaned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So,
That is
Ask me
that's
how
the
happy
thing.
I am that I'm a dog owner now.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
to have a pet, not just in this country, it's just part of your family. So you have to think that they need a lot of things that you have to take care of. It's not just to have the pet and just walk him outside and have fun with him. He needs to go to the vet. He needs to groom him. It depends. For example, I have a Shih Tzu.
Right.
Every a month and a half or 2 months, I need to take him to the grooming because his hair is so long. So it is
Okay,
a lot of
so-
things involved to having a pet.
okay, so really quick before we get out of this segment, give me a couple of quick tips if I'm going to consider something for our daughter, a dog
Okay,
for our daughter.
so make sure that somebody has time to stay home with the dog, to train the dog the way you want them to be trained, whether
Okay.
it's potty training or bell training or food training. Just make sure you have time.
Yeah,
because
and another great tip
they
also
take,
if you are
they take an investment of time. Look
Yeah.
at little baby Kevin
Oh,
with
they're so
Ziggy.
cute. And another great thing, Quincy, if you're thinking that this is an addition for your family, also teach your daughter to be responsible. It's just not just asking for a pet and don't have responsibility. She needs to walk him out. You know, she needs to also take care of the baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another great tip for kids to take care. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work when it comes to having another member of the family, especially pets. You know, they need that. But speaking of work, how if you guys have to work in the sweetest place ever? Well, Barry from Career Hunters take us to a sweet spot.
Well, here I am at O's Donuts in downtown Norfolk, and with me, owner-operators Allie and Emily. And first of all, it smells so good in here. Can I take a deep breath? Oh, I cannot wait to start making these donuts. So what made you guys wake up one day and say, hey, let's do donuts?
Well, my family owned it for years, and they were going to close it due to COVID and staffing issues, so we didn't want to see it wither away, so we took it over.
There's got to be a lot to making donuts because you make each individual donut, right? You have to start, what, pretty early?
Yeah, we usually get here around like 6 every day.
Is that 6 a.m.?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What's my first step today as the trainee?
Are you ready to make some coffee?
I am ready to make some coffee. I want to drink some coffee.
Let's get it started.
All right.
Here we go. Are you ready to make a latte?
A latte. I am ready. Is this like a Keurig where you just put the little pot in and bump? I'm good at that.
It's a little different.
Okay. Is there a name for this?
The carafe.
Okay.
We're gonna put the pod in here.
The pot, okay.
All right.
So we're getting
Yeah.
a double shot here with the extra vanilla, okay? Oh, that's very good. Can I drink right out of the jug? I usually do that at home.
Now fill it up about halfway. Mm-hmm. Next, we are going to steam the milk since we're doing a hot latte.
Steam the milk.
You are going to hold this right under here,
Okay, yes I am.
and I'll turn on the steam for you.
All right, turn on the steam. Bring the steam.
So we are going to take this one with the espresso,
All right, here's a cup of wake up, people.
pour your milk on top.
All right, that's it?
Yep.
All right. Okay, well, I got my coffee.
Perfect. How is it?
It is hot, it is delicious.
Now we're gonna send you off to Emily to make some donuts.
Woohoo, time to make the donuts. All right, so my training continues, and Allie is somewhere shaking her head because she's tried to get me on the coffee.
the coffee.
I did pretty good on the coffee.
I think so.
All right, but now I'm ready to do the actual,
the
the
best
donuts.
part,
Right.
yeah.
So what's my first thing here?
First thing, you're gonna put some gloves
Oh,
on.
the gloves. All right.
All right.
I'm
Now.
sanitary except for the thoughts in my head. Let's go.
Woo.
So Emily, what kind of person would be the perfect person for this type of job?
I would say somebody who loves working in the food service industry. Definitely somebody who's a morning person because we have a lot of early mornings. And somebody who just has like a good, positive energy, likes to be around people. And yeah.
And they have to probably be a pretty good multitasker.
Yes, that
Right.
too. Press this on button and that'll make the mixer start.
All right. There it is.
There she is.
Man, that
One
thing is
step
moving
closer.
fast. Yeah, one step closer to eating a good,
Yeah.
delicious donut. Is this a one-person job?
This is a
whole
one-person
thing?
job.
Does that taste good right there?
Yeah. I think
She
it
goes,
tastes better
"Sure."
once it's fried.
Sure it does.
There you are.
See, that's no problem. Don't worry, I got it.
You're gonna want to get it up like at an angle, and you can also use this to
Well, I only have
scoop
2
it
hands.
into there.
I only.
Like I said, multitasking.
All right. How much do I put in?
You can fill it up about like halfway.
All right.
It's a tough angle at first, I get it.
So now this machine.
Yes. So this is the donut hopper. This is what drops the donuts into the fryer.
Right.
So
Turning the conveyor on. This is the best part. All the way up.
Yep.
3, 2. What?
Boom. That's what's gonna make the donuts drop.
This switch up here?
Yes.
You're about to get iced. Look, they don't want to jump. Oh,
Oh, they're so scared.
Okay.
This one's maple.
Do I do the thing?
Same
Stir
thing.
around?
Stir it around.
Oh, look. Oh, man. I think I just want this big vat of maple.
And vanilla drizzle. So see how you have like a nice light hand.
What's all about?
This.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
See, that's what you come in for right there. Not this one over here that I made. How would someone reach out to you on social media?
So we're at O's Donuts Norfolk on Instagram, Facebook, and then you can also go to our website at osdonutsnorfolk.com for online ordering, or you can come into the store. We're at 222 West 21st Street in Norfolk.
When I was younger, I never thought I would own a donut store, but this has been one of the best and most delicious experiences I've ever had.
Making donuts can be hard work, but I guarantee it's the most delicious job you'll ever have.
Well, that was a little bit messy, but mostly a delicious experience. And I know this, I may not be a professional donut maker, but I am still a professional donut eater.
Barry, we have something in common. I am also a professional donut eater. And that package looked so delicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barry did not care. He had the marks on the side of his face.
Hey,
and tearing
All
his
the
donuts.
chocolate
Yeah.
around his mouth, but
When the
who's gonna
donuts are that
resist the
good,
donuts?
you just go in.
Yeah.
You don't worry about how your face
Oh
is.
my God, when they just come up, they're so yummy. and
Yeah, you know,
today is a lot of food involved.
Right. Well, a lot of sweets, really, but
Also sweets.
big old shout out to what O's Donuts is doing, and also,
Yes.
Career Hunters. That was a pretty good segment.
Berry and
Yeah.
career hunters too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Another thing, donuts can be a great companion when you have to go on a road trip. Coming up next after the break, we're going on a road trip. with
We
donuts.
are?
Yes, we are.
Beep, beep.
We're
Oh
going
my
up.
gosh.
I'm going.
No, I'm not
yes.
ready. All right. Well,
She's driving?
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
driving.
This segment is brought to you by your trusted AAA Car Care Center. You can count on us.
Welcome back to Living 757. As you all know, I love to go on road trips, Quincy. And this time, I need some advice because I never check my car before I jump on the trip.
And you've taken thousands of road trips, so this is really surprising to me, Patricia.
Well, well, sometimes.
First piece of advice. Just start with washing the car first, okay?
Wait a
The
minute,
outside
wait a
should
minute.
be clean.
It's pollen season. I watched it like a week ago and look, it's green again.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? The first thing that you want to do,
Okay.
if you slide there to the side, is the first thing is to always check your tires.
How do
check
I
your
do that? Like
tires.
these?
No, keep your foot off the tires, but those are some good high heels that you got. So this right here is
Okay.
your tire pressure checker gauge, and I'm sure I didn't say that professionally. All right, but you have one of these deals right here, okay?
Okay.
All right, this is your gauge checker, and I believe this car's pressure should be 33, so you basically just put it on there and you press it, and it
And
comes
if it
out,
shows there?
and it shows there, and you're right around 33, 34.
So I have to do that with all the tires, like a one by
Yeah.
one?
Yes, yes. It's always good to do that. And then if you don't happen to know
That's
what your
I was about to
tire
ask
pressure
you,
is,
if I don't know the number.
then you can always find it on the inside of your door if it's not on your tire. So the
Cool.
next thing, let's go ahead and get up under this hood. So
Ooh.
if I pop it, do you know how to open it up?
Of course, Quincy. What do you think? That I just wear heels?
Yes, I do. Hold up, can I find it? That's the problem.
No, I
Hold
know
up.
how to do this.
There we go. Oh, let's see if she has it.
I say I do. I do.
Oh, she got it. Cool.
Yes, I
All right.
got it.
All right. So up under here, there's a lot of things that you got to really pay attention to. Number
Okay.
one.
When it comes to this part, Quincy, I get lost.
Okay.
I don't know exactly
well,
what
you
I'm
know,
checking.
I am the map. Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm the map.
what you gonna stop dancing, Patricia? All right. So right here is your car battery. Okay.
Okay.
This right here is a terminal that you can check. You got really clean terminals. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So I don't know if the camera can see how clean the terminals are, but your terminals are already good. That makes sure that when you turn that key, when you start it, then the car starts
So
up.
what happened?
Okay.
Oh, it's a bit right there. What happened if my battery is not clean?
If your battery is not clean, then
Uh-huh.
you can usually use like sometimes people use like Coke or Pepsi or something, and it gets the acid off. But your terminals
Okay.
are good, so you don't have
Good
to
to
worry
go.
about
Okay.
that. Next thing, your radiator or your coolant. Okay, this
Okay.
ensures that your car. Mostly with the newer cars, you don't have to worry about your coolant. That's always
But
done.
it's that little guy
yeah,
right here.
Yeah, and it says danger warning. It could be hot, so never open it after you just finished driving the car, or you won't have this pretty face anymore.
Oh my
No,
God.
she cannot have this pretty face.
Thank you for letting me know that.
All right. So here
what is
is
this
your
one?
window washer fluid. All right,
Okay.
which is very important because on your window washer fluid, while you're driving, if you're behind a truck or something and the truck kicks up some dirt, you're gonna need some liquid to help your windshield wipers wipe
Okay,
that
that
dirt,
one is
dirt
pretty
off.
neat because it shows
Right.
with the picture, so it's easy to remember.
Right, exactly. And then your last thing that you're gonna check, oh, your
The
oil.
oil.
I need your oil checked, okay?
Okay.
So I need a rag, if you could
I
give me.
do have time.
Gi- Oh, you got a rag.
Magic.
So this is very simple. You'll
Okay.
pull it out like so,
Okay.
wipe it, okay? That's the first thing. And then you dip it in there
Uh-huh.
again before you look, and then you pull it out, and then you look at where the oil is.
See, I
Okay.
will do it the other
Right.
way around. Like I just pull it up and just check where the oil is.
No.
So you have to
Always-
clean it first.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, always wipe it and then look at it for the second time. So that takes care of the four things that you got to check up under here. Can you drop that? Because I'm not going to touch it. This is
Of course I
kinda
can,
nasty.
sir.
All right.
It's not
Now, before we get to the very back, your windshield wipers are right here.
Okay.
Obviously, in your car, you want to check and hit your little deals to make sure they're all working. If your windshield wiper blades are cracked, then you're going to need some new windshield wiper blades.
Do they
because
make it like a weird noise when you're using like a quink, 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 quink?
Mine
Is that
has never
normal?
sounded like a duck, Patricia. It has never sounded like a duck. It's like.
Because sometimes happen that they sound
Right.
like a quink, 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 quink. So-
Exactly. So definitely, please change it because you don't need duck windshield wipers. All right. So let's pop the trunk because
Okay.
you got the remote. All right. So
Yes, of course, sir.
here we go to the trunk. So
Okay.
in the trunk is your most important. What is this?
Oh my
Like-
God, that's my dance shoes.
Dancing shoes.
Yes.
Do we?
look.
Okay. We don't need to ask what type of. Please show. Put those shoes away. We don't need to know
All
about those.
girls, we have shoes in our cars, so this
What,
is my
shoes
dancing
and tennis
shoes.
shoes and everything. All right, so the most important thing, if this camera can catch it, right here, every car has a spare tire in the trunk.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that tire is already inflated. It has the little car jack that you can jack your car up if you need to change that tire, but that tire is not meant to be driven on for a long period of time.
Perfect.
It's just meant to be take you to the next place. Now, this right here,
This one, this is like an awesome kit that a Huffman and Huffman gave. See, I have all the components here, everything
Yeah.
that I need, if I ever need anything. So look at that.
cable, jumping cables,
Jump cables,
lights.
batteries, everything
Yeah.
is in here, gloves, like a raincoat, everything, Quincy.
Yeah, so this is your emergency preparation kit.
Yep.
Big shout out to Huffman and Huffman for getting that to us, and now
Yes.
we are always prepared. And I'm sure you're not gonna notice that I put this in your car.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, Well, now that you gave me all these advices, Quincy, thank you so much, because to be honest with you, I never check that. And I know it's very important to do it, even if you have a car that is pretty much new.
And you're driving
you
a
have
long
to check
way,
it.
and
So
for you,
I'm ready for my next trip now.
yeah, and if you need any assistance with car trip preparedness, contact any of your AAA locations anywhere in the Hampton Roads area while we're swatting flies. Now that we're ready to go on a trip, we need some good ride music to keep us awake, and I think Ashley is with somebody that can get us started.
Yes, she is.
Thanks, Q. We are cruising right into one of my favorite parts of the show, where we get to hear from the musical artist. We've had her on before, and we are so excited to have her back. Please join me in welcoming Clarissa.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my goodness, it has been 3 years since the last time we had you on this stage.
Yeah.
On Living 757.
Yeah.
What is new since then? What's changed for you?
Well, now I live 15 hours away, which is fun. Definitely a fun drive. And oh my gosh, it's been like a little working vacation for me, which has been really nice. Trying to just get that balance back between like career and family life, you know.
Right. How did COVID change things for you?
Oh my gosh. I mean, COVID was a big opportunity for me to work on my artistry and to get better and to do more things that I wanted to do creative-wise. So, for example, like playing the piano more on my shows, and then learning lots of different kind of genres and more material, and working with other artists in the 757 when I was here. So.
Yes.
Lots.
So
lots
you originally lived in the 757 last time we had you on.
Yeah.
And you moved. Where did you move to?
All the way to North Chicago.
Oh, that just
Which
sounds
is very
cold.
cold there. I think they just had a whole bunch of snow. I'm like, yes.
We got no snow, so next winter I'm gonna come visit you if we don't get any again.
Can we just switch houses? Because I want to come stay in the sun.
Like The Holiday, the movie The Holiday. We'll just trade places for a week.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds fantastic. Now, how was it having to grow your brand and, regrow an audience in such a vastly different place?
You know what? I just had to basically reach out to so many different agents and talent buyers and people who I could collaborate with in order to just grow a network amongst myself as fast. Even when it came to like working through friends and family referrals and people that I could figure out, how can I fit in here and fit in there,
Right.
And eventually I whittled it down to things the events and stuff that I prefer doing. So for example, the corporate gigs are normally more cushy, more relaxing. You don't have to do too much. Sometimes the live equipment is provided, so
Yeah.
it's better than me doing some other shows where it's a lot more hard work. I'm my own roadie, so I'm pulling speakers around, wiring everything up. I'm having a blast, but at the same time,
One-man band.
You gotta put the work in when you're growing. Through the growth period is go time,
Absolutely. So do you have a good audience base there in Chicago
I do.
now too?
It's going really well. I found that I play a little bit more in Milwaukee as well. There's some really cool spots, like haunted places, historic property and stuff like that.
Haunted
Oh my
places.
gosh, yeah.
We're gonna have to talk more about that after this,
Okay.
because I love haunted stuff. And you're also a mom.
Yep.
You have a toddler who's about Adrian's age, 3.
3.
And then you have a 1-year-old. So
Little one.
how are you managing all of this?
So, my other half is amazing. He's putting in a lot of hard work right now because he's got both of them. Even though we don't have a lot of family in that area, so to speak, I take him to the Y every day. I'll take him to work out with me and stuff like that. So I fit them into what I have going on. And even my toddler turns around to me now. She's like, "Mommy, let's exercise." I'm like, "Well, I already exercised today. Can we do something?" She's like, "Let's dance." I was like, "We can dance. Okay, let's do something different."
So speaking of exercise and dance and moving your body, I know that the music industry is super competitive. It's really grueling. How do you stay vocally healthy?
Well, right now I just literally I started using a vocal mist. It's called, and that's for when I have the longer weekends, especially if I'm playing anywhere like a cigar lounge, or if I'm doing requests for some heavier stuff, which I try and avoid, but sometimes you can't. If someone wants to hear a classic rock song, I'll do it for them. But doing that consistently on a regular basis, you've got to really try and hydrate yourself, make sure you're drinking enough water, avoiding any alcohol if you anything like that.
Right.
I found that working out prior to that and then using like vocal mist and stuff is helping me to keep my voice in shape. You
I
know?
love that. And you have an EP coming out this
Oh my
summer.
God, I'm so excited.
So
It's
exciting.
a long time coming.
What can we expect to hear on your
So
EP?
my awesome friend Rick, who came with me today, Rick Wilson, he's going to be producing that album. We've actually have a song that's on that album called Raindrops. We're going to do for you guys today, I think. And we are also going to be, that's going to be going on the movie, which kind of like falls along the storyline of, I think it's the main character. So it's really exciting. It's going to be crazy.
Is today the first time you're performing it live?
Yes, except for like a little practice.
So exciting! Well, thank you for joining us. Your
Thank you.
information is up on the screen. You guys make sure you follow Clarissa. We have to take a quick break, but do not go anywhere. When we come back, this beauty is performing live in our studio.
Welcome back to Living 757, clearly the coolest show in town. A lot of fun that we have in the
Yes,
show today.
we did.
A lot of information, a lot of sweets. But you know what's sweeter than what we ate today? The 90s. The 90s.
What a great
The
time.
1990s. I mean,
Yes.
I know what I was doing. I was barely making it out of high school. What were you doing?
I think so too.
Were you were barely making it out of high school too?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was
Crazy.
struggling.
No, you were struggling. I was actually a very good student, straight A's when I was in high school.
Okay, so that was in the 90s
me.
for you. But
Excuse me.
Hold up, what was she doing in the 90s? She always
For
talked about
that
how-
face, I think she was 3 years old.
Yeah, I think she was running around the
maybe
house
4?
in diapers, maybe.
I was watching Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, there you
the
go.
Mickey Mouse Club, you know, with like Britney Spears,
Right.
Justin Timberlake, all
Oh,
of them before
yes.
they got famous.
Right.
Or I guess that's where they got their start. I remember a lot of big hair and big earrings.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
That was in the 80s, like bamboo
No, it was
earrings.
not.
Yes, it was.
And
The
you know who
earrings,
else I
think, was
remember?
before.
Backstreet's Back.
Oh, God.
All right.
All right. Well, look, if you are just like Ashley, still fangirling on the Backstreet Boys, but if you love the 90s, there is a I Love the 90s bash that is coming to the Hampton Roads area. It's going to be Saturday, April the 15th. Now, you guys can come on out. It's basically a
Nice.
bash bar crawl, okay? So he's going to have a bunch of bars participating. You're going to have fun things like color-changing stadium cups for all the drinks, slap bracelets. You remember slap bracelets, right?
Yes.
Yeah, slap bracelets. No cover with tickets at participating bars. You're going to have photographers capturing your moments, up to 40% off drink specials, 20% off food specials. It is a party.
We
So
should go, guys.
is
It
an
looks so
ultimate
fun.
Party. If you remember, Belle Biv DeVoe, I remember MC Hammer was also a little
Yes.
hot going
Oh,
into the
look at
90s.
that, Super Mario.
Of course, Vanilla Ice, boom, doom, boom, doom, 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 right? So yeah, just a bunch, and then of course at the end of the 90s, that's when the boy bands started to kick up.
Yep.
These people who the
The
Backstreet
Backstreet
Boys.
Boys.
the back
How
highway
about
boys.
How about if we all dress as a Super Mario? Because people play Super Mario in the 90s a lot.
Well,
I think that was the thing too.
I'm Peach.
And we honor the movie just coming out. So
Yes.
You know what else I
It will
remember
be
from the
super
90s?
nice.
Scrunchies. And
Yes.
I love scrunchies. They're making a comeback, okay?
And making a comeback, and just like we'll
Yes,
be making a comeback.
just like us.
Every
Coming-
single week, you guys can follow us on our social medias, whether it's
That's
TikTok,
right.
Facebook, Instagram at Living757 TV, and share at Living757. You can send an email. You know how people send, because you always see the emails, right?
Yes, if you have any ideas for a person or an idea for a segment, you can send them to share at living757.com. Somebody from the team will get back to you.
Yeah.
That's right. And now we have to say goodbye, but we're coming back next week. Before we say goodbye, we have our beautiful Clarissa performing Raindrops. So we see you next week, guys.
Came through
Raindrops.
Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I just can't get over you. After all that we've been through, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's like I'm on a motorbike, some kind of crazy ride. I just wanna make it home tonight, so I try to make it better. Ride down the with the weekdays so I could be alright. I wanna be okay, make another day. But I don't wanna feel the same. Friends say I'll be better off without you, but I don't know if I'm ready for the change. So I go ahead and find somebody else, 'cause I don't wanna be by myself. 'Cause we both know that I hate to be alone. I said my patience is wearing thin, and everything that I said that I wanted to believe in kept coming right back in my face. Yeah, like I was just a little raindrop on the glass. I was running down so fast. Oh, I wish this feeling would pass. And I'm just waiting for you to know I wanna move on and let it go. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Just a little raindrop on the glass. Oh yeah, I was just a little raindrop on the glass, running down too fast. Oh, I wish this feeling would pass. Yeah, I was running through the mines, trying hard to find simple piece of my mind, piece of my mind, piece of. But it just feels like I was just a little raindrop on the glass. I was running down too fast. Wish this feeling would pass. And I'm just waiting for you to go, so I can just look back and just look back and